Hello, you wonderful human. Welcome to this elemental yoga class. Now, we can theme classes alongside nature's elements in a way to connect ourselves to the different energies that exist within us and around us. A lot of the time we can kind of dissociate ourselves from nature or separate ourselves from it. And it's very easily done when we live in cities or live a fast-paced lifestyle, or a lot of life is now online. So when we tap into each of these elements, we can embody a different energy and learn something new or be reminded about that energy that exists within us. So the element we're going to play with today is our element of earth. Now, if you haven't played with elements before, the element of earth is all about fulfilling our basic needs first. So we're going to build a little bit of foundational strength and just be here with body, with breath. So we're going to start our practice today lying on our backs. We'll bring the soles of the feet to the floor, wide on the mat, knocking the knees in, bringing the hands to either sides of the body. And we'll take the first few moments of practice here just to settle into this posture, to allow your energy to slow down, to ground. And we close the eyes and slow things down so that the body and the mind can start to settle down. And we can begin to hear them. So taking these first few moments just to check in with yourself. How do you feel in your physical body today? And just observing, not trying to change anything. We create a path of least resistance. And then taking a moment to check in with how you feel in the mind. Is it particularly busy? How are you speaking to yourself? What's going on in there? And again, we're not trying to change anything. We're just observing. And starting to notice the breath. We're going to go through a short pranayama breathwork practice intended to help us make our inhales as long as our exhales. So it's a nice, smooth, balanced breath. So we'll inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 4. Now the hands can be either side of the body or gently placed on the body, your choice. We'll take one round of breath to begin. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Closing down the mouth, inhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final round. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, even though we've stopped counting, we're still trying to keep the breath about that long, even breaths throughout our practice. And we'll come into our movement practice, drawing the knees a little wider apart. Shins come parallel to the earth. Hands reach up towards the sky, starting to build a little bit of strength, grounding down through the spine, feeling every vertebrae settled on the earth. With the next breath, we're extending the left leg and the right arm. Exhale to draw them back to center. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, back to center. Continuing with the breath, switching arms and legs. Inhale, extend left leg, right arm. Exhale to center. Inhale, extend right leg, left arm. And to center. Continuing with the breath, keeping it slow, thinking reaching length. Exhale to center. And every time we draw the arm and the leg in, we're grounding through the spine, engaging through the core. We'll go for 3, for 2, for 1. Drawing the knees into the chest, giving the knees and legs a little squeeze. Gonna take a little rock up and down the spine. 1, 2, or 3. We'll roll over the knees, coming to our all fours tabletop. Now our tabletop is a really solid structure. So we're drawing the hands and the wrists under the elbows, under the shoulders. Tiny little tuck of the hips. Knees are under the hips. And we're gonna tuck the toes. Soft bend into the elbows, pushing into the earth, slight protraction, drawing a part of the shoulder blades. Pushing into the toes, lifting the knees, hovering the knees just a couple of inches off the earth. And we're keeping the breath smooth here, inhaling for 4. And exhaling for 4. And continuing with that equal part breath, and yes, the legs might be quite fiery right now. I can feel that too. We're building that foundational strength, but keeping the breath smooth and steady. One more round of breath. Keeping it slow. Lowering down the knees. Extending the left leg, right arm, find length. As we exhale, elbow comes to knee, we curl it under the body, engaging through the core. Inhale, extend. Exhale to curl. Inhale, extend. When we extend, we're thinking length rather than height. Exhale to curl. Can you draw the knee further into the chest? Inhale, extend. Exhale to curl. Beautiful. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Placing the knee and the hand down to the earth, onto the other side. Tucking the left toes, extending right leg, left arm. Find length, take an inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale to curl. Inhale, extend. Exhale to curl. Inhale, extend. Exhale to curl, drawing the knee into the chest. Once more, inhale. And placing the hand and the knee down to the earth. Simple cat-cow to release the spine. Inhale, dip the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the hips and round the spine. Twice more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Coming into a neutral spine, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Now from our down dog, you can take a little bit of a movement so that you can start to connect to the sensations in the body. Could be bending one leg, straightening the other. Maybe it's a little bit more intuitive, a little bit more free, or maybe you're just staying in stillness. These next few breaths are just time for you to check in with your body once again to see what your basic needs are so that we can work with them. We'll take one more breath here. From our down dog, we're going to rise onto the balls of the feet, shifting the shoulders over the wrists, plank pose. Holding here, engaging through the core, pushing into the hands, inhale. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Twice more, just like that. Inhale, rise onto the toes, shift the shoulders above the wrists. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Once more, inhale, we come forwards. Push into the hands, engage the core. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale to rise onto the balls of the feet. Feet walk one step at a time towards the hands at the top of the mat. Now we're going to take a hold of the elbows, widen the feet, soft bend into the legs, looking through the knees and just allowing the body to hang. Now the head and the arms become like a weight, so we can lengthen through the vertebrae of the spine. Not only are we doing this, but we're going to start to find this dexterity, this ability of our feet to keep our balance no matter what we do. So shifting the weight into the heels, feeling where you feel like you might topple over, we come back to the toes. We can take a shift side to side. You're just feeling all four corners of your feet, this base of your body, of most of our movement. And we'll come to settle in center. Releasing the hands, soft bend into the legs. Inhale, we're rounding the spine, rolling all the way up to standing. Now we're stacking one vertebrae at a time. The top vertebrae come last. Shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Tadasana, mountain pose. Soft bend into the legs, thinking drawing the fingers to the earth. Shoulders away from the ears. Strong, stable posture. We'll take 3 rounds of breath. Inhale to feel the breath rise. Maybe the chest opens just a little. And as we exhale, we feel the breath travel down into the feet. Inhale to lift just a little. And exhale, it travels back down to the feet. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. Inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. Look to the hands. Exhale, we take a fold, Uttanasana. Hands come to the earth or however far feels right for your body. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the earth or shins, lengthening through the spine. Placing the hands on the earth, stepping back to a plank. Holding in your plank for a moment, engaging through the core, pushing into the hands. Keep the breath smooth and steady. All of these postures are just a challenge for the breath. They are an invitation to put ourselves in difficult environments to see if we can keep calm and collected. Lowering the knees, untucking the toes, lowering the chest and the body all the way to the earth. Hands stay where they are, cobra, inhale left. Exhale, we lower the chest. Now we could bend the knees and find our downward facing dog, or if you're coming with me, a little bit more foundational strength. We're going to go through a push-up to find our downward facing dog. So hands stay by the ribs, tuck the toes, we take an inhale here. Exhale to push up to a plank, downward facing dog. Beautiful, take a deep breath here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale to rise onto the balls of the feet, stepping the feet one at a time towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Soft bend in the legs. Inhale, we rise. This time hands reach tall. We continue, we fall forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. And this time the hands place on the earth and we're stepping the left foot back, coming to our lizard lunge. The knee is in between the hands and we're keeping the left knee lifted. If you want to put down the left knee, then by all means. If not, we're keeping this long stance here, pushing equally into both feet. Stay solid with the breath. From here, we're going to keep the knee lifted, push into the right foot, reach the hands forward, strengthen the body, high crescent lunge. Now, option to stay here if you want to simply find movement and breath, stillness of body, or we're going to bring in a bit more strength. Inhale to lower, tapping the left knee towards the earth. Exhale to lift. Just 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Once more, inhale. And lift. Beautiful. Bringing the hands back to frame the front foot, pushing the weight into the right foot, and we're stepping the left foot halfway up the mat. pyramid pose. Now your hands might be on the earth. If that's too far away from you, a little more strength, hands to the hips. And now we might wobble here. If we feel like we're unstable, widen the feet. Little bit more stability in the structure. We're looking forwards, either long through the neck, long through the spine, or hands down to the earth. We stay with the breath. Rounding down through both feet equally. Slightly drawing the right hip back, left hip forwards. Long through the neck, steady through the breath. Now, option to stay here, or we're shifting to our standing split. Sliding the right foot back just a little, left leg rises. Now the left leg could be straight out behind you. You could have a nice deep bend in the front leg. Or we could take a deeper fold into the leg, left leg rises. Maybe we take a hold at the back of the ankle. If you want to, and it's really your thing, you could play with your handstands here. Now, our earth element is all about hands and feet, those things that stay on the earth and do a lot for us. So it's like a handstand. We could lift and take little jumps, thinking long, stable through body. And maybe you play around and you fall around a bit, and that's okay. We're working to build that stability. If that is really not your thing, you might still be in your pyramid just here. Wherever we are, we're gonna step the left foot towards the right, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Soft bend into the legs. Inhale, we rise, hands reach tall. And we fold straight away. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, stepping the right foot back this time. We might need to scooch the leg forwards if you need. We want a right angle in this left leg. Coming into our lizard lunge. Trying to keep the right knee off the earth, long through the neck. Drawing the shoulders down and back, equal pressure through the feet. Maybe we stay here. If you want less, you can drop down the knee. Or we're gonna reach the hands forwards up to the sky, high crescent lunge. Trying to pull the left hip back, right hip forwards. Now maybe you stay here, listening to your basic needs. What do you need? Do you want more? Or do you need just this? If you're coming with me, inhale, lower, tap the knee to the earth. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And there might be wobbles, that's okay. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Beautiful, wherever we are, the hands come to the earth. Stepping the back foot in, one step, pyramid pose. Now you might have a deep bend in the front leg. The hands might be on the earth or the hips. If it's not in your range of motion to have the hands on the floor, we're thinking long through the spine. Left hip draws back, right hip draws forwards. Find length, stability through the feet. Maybe we widen the feet to create a more stable base. And finding that steadiness of breath. Now, option to stay here. It is difficult, but we are building strength. If you want to come with me, we could come standing split, sliding the left foot in one step. Right leg either comes straight out behind you or up to the sky. Taking a hold at the back of the shin or the back of the ankle. Maybe you want to play with those handstand hops. And if you do, grip into the fingers. Taking a little bend into that bottom leg, the right leg stays straight, really strong, and we lift. Maybe you play with it a little bit, really straightening through the arms. And when you're ready, we come down, both feet meet at the top of the mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Soft bend into the legs. Inhale, we rise, hands reach tall. Tadasana, mountain pose. 3 rounds of breath. Feel the breath start from the feet, they rise. And exhale, it settles. Imagine roots growing from the feet into the earth. Inhale. Like a tree, we lift, the branches expand, and as we exhale, we root back into the earth. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Utkatasana, chair, bending into the hips and the knees, hands reach forwards. We find our chair and we hold. Thinking biceps towards the ears, can we lift the arms up a little higher, little tuck of the hips, maybe a slightly deeper bend in the legs. And again, feeling all four corners of the feet, steady through breath. 3 more breaths. Feeling this strength in the legs, reach the fingers. Pushing into the feet, inhale, we rise, reach tall. Hands to the hips. Stepping the left foot out wide, turning the toes out, reaching the hands up to the sky as we inhale. Hands come to heart center, bending into the knees come out wide, goddess pose. Now we're slightly pushing into the hands, peeling the knees open, pushing into the heels, maybe we lower the hips just a little. Now option to stay here, or we take little pulses into the hips. And yes, this is hard, but life is hard, and we build this resilience through choice of difficult moments. We become more resilient, and then the harder things feel maybe not quite as hard. Keeping the breath steady. Inhale, reach the hands high, extend the legs. Stepping the left foot forwards, hands to the hips. Inhale to reach the hands to the sky. Now we're going to bend into the knees, seeing if we can sink the hips all the way down to the earth. We're coming to our Navasana boat pose. How far can we get without the hands? We might fall over, and that's okay too. We just come back up. Navasana. Now Navasana boat pose, we can have the shins parallel to the earth, hands out forwards. If you want to have the hands behind you for more support, you can. If you want to go further, we extend the legs. Your choice. Find your posture. Steady through breath. Now option to stay here, or we're building strength. Coming with me, we go high boat, low boat. 5 times. Inhale, extend. Exhale to lift. Maybe the hands are off, maybe the hands are on the floor. Inhale, extend. Exhale to lift. For 3. For 2. Final 1. Hold. Shoulders down and back, broad through the collarbones. Placing the feet on the earth, hands behind you. We'll take an inhale here, draw the shoulders down and back. Exhale to push into the feet, into the hands, reverse tabletop, the head comes back. Feeling into all 5 fingers, the palms of the hand, the heel, the toes, engaging through the glutes, feeling this openness at chest, but strength and foundations through back line of the body. 1 more breath. Lowering the hips down to the earth, knees come into the chest, wrapping the hands over the shins. And take a breath, maybe it's an exhale, a sigh through the mouth. Beautiful, slowing the breath, maybe taking a gentle rock in the legs and the spine. Feeling the earth beneath the body support you here. And we're gonna extend the legs long, the arms come over the head. Point the toes. And we're gonna engage everything in the body so we can actively release in a moment. So point the toes, engage the shins, the calves. See if we can lift the knees or kneecaps, engage the thighs, squeeze the glutes. Take a deep inhale and hold the breath. Holding the breath, squeezing the biceps towards the ears, scrunching the hands in the face, squeeze everything tight, tight, tight. Hold just 1 more moment, squeeze it in. Exhale, release, widen the hands, widen the feet. Now the hands can come either side of the body or to rest on the body. And we take a few moments to settle our energy once again. Coming into our Shavasana just for 10 rounds of breath. This is one of the most important parts of the practice where everything integrates, so don't skip it. Keeping the breath deep and slow. to deepen the breath. Bringing a little bit of movement into the body. Reaching the hands over the head, pointing the toes long. We're going to find our way to a seat. Keep the eyes closed just for one moment longer if you can. Bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. We allow our energy to restack as we take this new seated posture. And feeling that stability of earth beneath the body. That calm, steady movement of breath. We return to the idea of the element of earth within. And remember that we need to fulfill our basic needs first. Look after yourself. Take things at your own speed. We'll take one round of breath to close our practice. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Gently opening the eyes. Thank you so much. Well done. Amazing that you have taken time to look after your well-being. I hope you enjoyed this elemental sequence. There will be more to come on my on-demand platform. I hope to see you again soon. Let me know what you think and have a lovely rest of your day.